3 or 4 weeks. It's actually lasted longer than I thought. But today I'm gonna get an infill, and I will show you behind the scene of how I get my eyelashes done. But today looks like a clear day, and the trucks are here. So the trucks are coming in, and I think they're gonna knock down the garage and things. So it's really happening now. So just to give you a background on our renovation. So we started planning our renovation about 4 years ago. Originally, I was planning to have 5 kids. And because I was gonna have 5 kids, we wanted 5 bedrooms, we wanted this big grand house, and we got carried away spending probably about $30,000-$40,000 on architecture, and planned out this like, it's almost gonna be like $1 million renovation. Only to realize every year I was changing my mind. So I didn't want to have 5 kids anymore. And so we sort of keep starting and stopping the process. And finally, also during that time, we were also thinking maybe it's easier to just pack up and find a house that's already done instead of going through the whole renovation process. But every time that we went to look for a new house, we would like the house, but then it's on like a really ugly street. Whereas in Cars Park where we are, there's a big park with a beach and everything, so the location's really good. So it's just been a struggle of trying to find the perfect house on the perfect street and the perfect location. And so we realized that our house is actually in a really good location. The position's really good. And so we might as well just renovate it. And so finally, because we decided we're only gonna stick with the 2 little kids and the big kid that still lives in Melbourne, we don't really need that much room. So we're only gonna renovate in the front and not the whole house. So that's the little background on the renovation. And now it's gonna probably cost half of the original plan. And that's the people there. And today I also want to answer one of my VA's question about how do I use my life struggles to succeed in life. So how did I use those challenges into something that was serving me, that served me, sort of thing. So I will answer that later in the video. But for now, these are the kids that are just mucking around. And can you believe Jordan has got his appetite back? He's eaten like, this is his 4th big crackers. You ate so much. It's like he's making up. He's making up for all the days he couldn't eat. He's actually like become a much better eater since his operation. Yeah, he's so proud that he's eating a lot. And can you believe it? He does not snore at all. So any parents out there who knows that their kids have a tonsil problem and they're snoring a lot, I highly recommend cutting it out because it's so good. And so we went to an audition, but it's been, so it was Friday morning, but it's Monday, it's Tuesday now. And since we haven't heard anything, don't think we got it. So in the audition world, if you get a contact, then you've got the job. If you don't hear anything from them after a couple of days, then you didn't get it. So unfortunately, don't think we got it. We just need more practice. Yeah, we just need more practice, that's all. So this is a book I started reading right now, The Mindful Leader. I really want to just hone in my skills around leadership. And I just love the topic of mindfulness. So it's really about how to really be more attentive and living in the moment, becoming a more relaxed, calm, courageous and open-hearted type leader. So I'll let you know how the book goes, but so far so good. I've started to even take notes as well. What are you guys doing?
Making a house!
This is your house?
Yeah!
Okay, nice. Aww, love you guys.
Love you. I love you, Tamara. I love you, Tamara.
They're taking the metal out.
Yeah!
Oh my goodness! Our stairs getting smashed. By the way, Monica, I just heard you say a bad word. What did you say?
Shit!
Holy shit! Like, who taught you that word? I heard you calling me out. Holy shit! What the
No,
hell?
I said that because they broke
Yeah, but
the
who
glass.
taught you that word? Where did you hear it from?
Teacher.
A teacher?
No.
YouTube?
Yeah.
say?
I'm weird poo.
She's a weird poo? Oh, you too. You've got a really smelly mouth. You have a smelly mouth because you said that. Okay, so we're so excited. This renovation is making us so excited just to watch the progress every day, and then soon we're going to have a swimming pool. Yay! Are you excited? So they're dismantling the roof of the garage now, and then they're going to knock down the garage. And we're just waiting for Daniel to come, because every Tuesday Monica's best friend comes in the morning and we take him to school for to help his mum, because his mum needs to go to do her school or studies, so we take him to school. Yeah, she has to go to school. Hi! I'll just take you up there because they're building and stuff. Come, where's your you got a new jacket?
Crazy and fresh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, bye! Come on, Daniel. Oh, look at the truck. Ooh, scary truck. Run, run! Be careful with your metal. Slowly. Oopsie, we gotta get changed to sports clothes. Lucky Daniel told us today you've got gymnastics. Oopsie, let me get changed for you. Alright, so let's have a chat about the question that my VA has, which is, how did I use my struggles in order to succeed in life? So, I mean, to be honest, if you turn back time to when I was a kid, to teenager, my life was not good at all. And like, I used to just go, why is this happening to me? Why is my parents so bad to me? Why wasn't I born in a good family or a rich family? I was going through just so much struggles, you know, through family life, through having a kid very young, and yeah, I was frustrated. I didn't understand why these things have to happen to me. But I mean, I was the reason why it was happening, because I would always follow my heart and I would always just do whatever I feel like doing, and I had no sense of consequences. I didn't really know that, you know, if you told me something's hot, I wouldn't believe you until I touch it and go, oh, okay, it's hot. So that's the kind of person I am. And you know, at least I never had regrets. I was always fearful of regrets, so that's why I sort of threw my life into deep ends. You know, I would always just do whatever I feel like doing, and regardless of the negative consequences. So as you can see, that meant that I went through so much struggles. You know, I ran away from home, had a kid when I was 20, you know, dated guys that were really bad for me, kicked out of home as well, where my parents were so disappointed in me. But you know, together with, you know, really bad family life. Now looking back at it, I realized that it really taught me a lesson. Like every single thing that happened taught me something. You know, my struggle with my family taught me to really work on family dynamics and really understand how to treat a kid or treat your husband. Like I watched my relationship with my parents, and it taught me what to do and what not to do in relationship. The way they treated me as a kid, I want to you know, be a better parent. And when I had a kid at a young age, that really taught me about time management. It was like, I was only 20 and I still was a teenager. I wanted to go out, but I had to still do my studies. I didn't want to fail in that sense. You know, I've already sort of disappointed them by having a kid and not having a good relationship. I didn't want to fail in my studies. So basically, if I wanted everything, I had to juggle everything. So it really taught me how far I could achieve in 24 hours. So I've taken that lesson on up until now, you know, like that's why I'm able to manage, you know, family, businesses, going to the gym, doing everything, because that's what I technically had to do when I was back in my 20s, where if I wanted to go clubbing, I still had to wake up to look after the kid. I still needed to, you know, study quickly to go and pass my exam if I still wanted to go out. So, you know, not many young people had to juggle so many things, but I juggled since I was 20. So, you know, almost 15 years of learning how to juggle multiple things in life. It really made me a bit better business person. You know, I had so many struggles even with love life, like so many different failed relationships, that by the time I got married to my husband, I knew exactly how to be a great partner. And I read so many books, because everything that I was lacking when I was younger, or lacking because of my struggles, I studied it, I worked on myself, and I turned it all around. So what I can say is that at the time, or when things are going wrong, you can't really see the lesson because you're just, you know, so struggling, or you're just playing the victim going, why is it happening to me? But if you can survive it and sort of look at every lesson as what can I learn from it, it's definitely always a blessing in disguise. So I wish I had a mentor or had parents who taught me at that time, like, oh, you know, don't worry, everything you're doing now is going to build you into a great person. If I knew that, I wouldn't be beating myself up so much, but I had no idea about life in any way. I was just battling through. I had no other choice but to battle it. So I just battled it, survived it, and now I can look back and go, it was so worth it. Like, when I give advice about anything in life, whether it's relationship or family, it's literally coming from my own experience. So I guess I almost feel like God has given me this life, all the struggles that I had to go through, so that I can actually connect with people in life. You know, it just makes me feel so much more passionate when I'm giving you advice about love or business, because I'm actually going through it, or I have gone through it. It's different to someone who, you know, just read a book and try to preach about something, whereas it's really coming from my heart. And so I have no regrets of my struggles. I'm so glad I turned it all around. But the one thing that got me through it all was just determination. I really knew that I could only rely on myself, that I was the only one that can get myself out of situations. So I pushed myself, and also I always had a belief that everything will turn out okay. And so, and I always believed that I could have everything, and that's why I try everything, and even when I fail, I still keep going, because I always believe that you can do everything and have everything. So I hope that I've helped you in a way with my story. But if you do have any questions or want me to explore any other topics based on what I said, please let me know. And yeah, I'm just waiting to get my eyelashes done. So the girl's gonna come over and I'm gonna get some new lashes. Oh my god, look at what they've done already. My house looks so different. The garage is gone, and don't even know how people are going to get through the gate. And Katie's here. We're going to do my eyelashes. So today I'm going to do hybrid. How many eyelash styles are there?
There's a lot. Well, there's classic, hybrids, and volume.
Oh, okay, there's four main ones.
Three, but then there's like different types to open your eyes depending what you want.
Yeah, and I usually go for hybrid because I don't like the volume one. It's too heavy for my eyes because it always falls off, yeah?
Yeah, the volume one looks too fake. Yeah.
Alright, let's get going. Guys, so I've got new sets of eyelashes now. I usually go for the natural, that's why it sort of looks like I just got longer eyelashes, but not really dramatic. But anyhow, just finished taking the kids to piano, picked them up, had dinner, and so good night for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe or like and comment below. Bye!